Welcome back to Big Si Blogs. Yes, I am Big Si, and it's another late one, unfortunately. So, today's news. There's been three videos uploaded off Raise the Colours, Ryan. And to be honest, it's quite upsetting, really, how people are sort of attacking what they're doing. Yes, they were outside, they were flagging. Now, they got cornered last night. Let me just defend Ryan and the lads. They were out flagging. They go from lamppost to lamppost, and they got cornered, by a gang of all these, the locals, or the lefties, let's say the lefties, that object against it. And they don't just have to say, they keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and obviously they're attacking verbally with Ryan and the lads. You're not going to stand there. You're going to retaliate and you're going to say what you think. You're going to get your point across. If they're coming at you with a camera in your face, you're going to give it back to them. Now, when he was standing back and walking away, he noticed that the car had no number plates on. The car that they were there, they actually turned up. They had no number plates on. Obviously, they didn't want the number plates taken. And inside the car, they had a pole with barbed wire and some sort of knife to cut the flags down. Sabotage the flags, sabotage the country, treason. Isn't that what that's what it is, isn't it? In effect, treason. So and not just that, people have paid for these flags, donated for these flags, and asked Ryan to put them up, and that's what he's doing. You know what I mean? So if they're attacking him, he's going to stand his ground, and the lads are going to stand their ground, which is what anybody would do. Now, last night was a bit heated here and there. Not heated, no, I'm wrong in saying that. Last night was a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Confrontational. There you are. A bit for confrontational. So, and the video says, Ryan's standing back, and as he stands back, they're moving forward. Many times he said, look, I'm standing back out in my own space. Do not follow me. They kept coming forward. So, I mean, if you keep coming back, there's a certain point you have to defend yourself. There was no violence. There's no violence whatsoever. There was nothing. They kept standing back. Ryan's a personality I like. He's a funny character. You've got to know. I don't know the personality. You've got to know a personality like that to understand how it works. I have lots of friends with personalities like Ryan, and if you don't know it, you're not going to get it at all. So anyway, that's that. They did the video last night, shut down. I uploaded the one last night late. Quite a lot of views. I left a couple of bits out for what I thought anyway. I thought was not on Ryan's side. On the other side, I thought was inappropriate. I left that out, And today, now, 3 people have contacted Ryan, the BBC, the local BBC radio or news place, wherever it is, and they're on the phone to Ryan and they're condemning him, and they're trying to call him. They're trying to get him to say things it's not true, and they're writing it down. But when Ryan's correcting them, they're not. You'll see the video. They're not putting it down. They're not saying. So Ryan's having to say, "Are you putting that down? Are you going to put it down?" Well, I want to hear both sides of the story. They've had reports. Well, anybody can make a report. I can make a report about you. That doesn't mean to say it's true. The call went on for a while with the BBC News. That's one. So we'll label that video 3, right? So I'll upload 3 videos. Video 2 is a news programme. And this is the local MP, who somebody's rang him up. Obviously, a lefty knows the MP. I'm fed up with this. You'll have to do something. They've contacted another media company to contact. I'm not going to give them the airspace. Contact Ryan again and rang him and the same sort of thing, questioning him, picking him out. You've done this, you've done that. Ryan hasn't done it. He's proved he hasn't done it. And I don't think Ryan's the type of guy to lie either. He knows where the boundary is. His toes touch the boundary at times, yes, but doesn't cross the boundary. He doesn't cross the boundary. So they're ringing up complaining to the local MP. The MP's on the news programme today, whinging and complaining and saying they need to reach out to the local police and the local council to stop this. What's going on? Raise the flags and this, that, the other. It only should be approved flag hanging from the local council, which is wrong. If you're passionate about your country, then we should be able to hang our flags. So there's video number 2. That last video is obviously another media station, a local paper, I think it is, Haley somebody, and she's trying to corner Ryan. So I'll use this intro on all 3 videos because otherwise it's just going to be... But I'll label the videos 1 and 2 and 3. I don't think Ryan did anything wrong. I don't think any of the lads did anything wrong apart from stand their ground, show how passionate they feel. If you don't like it, like Ryan says, they come up to him. They're saying that he's intimidating and he's stalking them, you know. They come up. Another thing is, a guy said he's assaulted him. He rang an ambulance. He rang an ambulance and an ambulance turned up and he stood laughing. There was nothing wrong with him. Why would you ring 999 for an ambulance when there's nothing wrong with you? You know, he said he caught his leg on something. You know, why ring an ambulance if you're standing there laughing? Anyway, so that was an investigation looking for this guy because, man, they have to prove it. They have to prove it before any crime is committed. And if that's the case, if it's not proven, then the flags will fly, won't they? Even more flags will fly. So right, I'm going to end this. I've talked too long. I've talked a few minutes. Video 1, video 2, video 3. Leave your comments below.
And the aggression, that's what I'm asking you about. So what your response is to that? And you know, the kind of, how do you personally say calling someone fat bollocks, for instance, and you know,
substitutes.
The stuff I'm playing, I'll play more of it if you like over the, but it's all over the internet. You'll have seen it yourself, I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Calling people fucking pricks. You fancy this guy saying you're scared?
I've called people fucking pricks.
No, not you personally, but people wearing.
I wasn't even there. Was I there then, sir?
You're in this one, yeah.
Oh no, the one previously you just spoke about. Was I in that one, Josh?
This is all still the same. This is all still the same.
No, I wasn't in that.
Were they wearing razor colours?
Yeah, but I wasn't there, was I?
Yeah, you're here.
No, that's me. Not on the one you just played.
It's all in the same area.
No, I know it's in the same area, but in the same clip of video. Get the reg. So I'm saying get the reg of the car. Oh, the guy took his number plates off the car as well. Oh, that was it, yeah. The guy took the number plates off the car. They were masked up with hoods on, with a metal pole with barbed wire around the end of it, walking around our streets of Birmingham. And this is the ultra far left, which I'm talking to you about.
Were you using any aggression or?
No, I wasn't using any aggression towards anybody. I get quite upset, to be honest, by the ultra far left wing Birmingham anti-fascists. You know, doing things like this to our flag and in our country, and I think the community does as well. And I think if you was to come out with us Birmingham Live flagging one night, I think that you'd see the love that we get around Birmingham, and I think you'd see that Birmingham and the people of Birmingham absolutely love what we do.
Yeah, do you know what? I don't even challenge that, mate.
Thank you.
I don't even challenge that.
Thank you.
I'm not challenging. What I am asking you about and pressing you on is this suggestion that you're using aggression or some of your.
Well, I'll press you back and say, yeah, I haven't got any members. It's not a membership organisation.
Okay.
I can't speak for everybody, but all I can say is, under the banner of Raise the Colours, we do not wish to have any interjection with anybody. We just wish to put flags up of our country in our country.
Yeah. But last night it clearly was, though.
Yeah, because people were coming out with masks and weapons. So obviously it's got people scared, hasn't it? I mean, I would be scared. Would you be scared seeing a masked man with a 10-foot pole with barbed wire on the end of it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Don't touch me. That was me then saying don't touch me. Someone touched me again.
I'm just making sure I put everything to you. So yeah, calling the prick, filming people. So the girl here.
So what's he saying? So our offence is that we film somebody.
So there's
Someone's calling me a loser.
The colours.
Laughing.
Some people the colours have got masks as well.
No, they haven't.
And they are swearing at people. There is. I've got someone here.
Well, if you go on to previous videos of that area, there's a school teacher that lives in Sturchley, and he come out with a Raise the Colours cap on that he brought online. So, you know, and he had it on and he was making gestures with it. So, you know, how do I know that's me? I can only speak for myself on this occasion.
No, but there are definitely people in Raise the Colours tops with masks on as well, because I can see them. I'm calling fucking maggots.
Maggots.
Someone else from Raise the Colours.
I don't think us would be calling anyone maggots. We're not like that.
I'm not suggesting you, Ryan. I'm just suggesting someone in a Raise the Colours top.
All right.
So, what do you think? Anything to say about that as well?
No.
Okay. What I'm going to say then to balance it out is that you don't condone the action of any aggression or violence. You want people to live in harmony under the banner in our country, and our country's beautiful flags. You don't want to see any aggression towards anyone. You've got nothing to say about the videos that I've talked to you about.
We don't wish, no, I have got something to say. We don't wish people with masks to turn up in an aggressive manner with articles that are bladed, with poles and barbed wire attached to them, and to be walking the streets ripping down the flag of their country.
Yeah, but I've asked you about.
But you don't want to write that, do you?
Well, I can say that you say that the people were, people in masks were being aggressive towards you.
Can't you just say the truth?
And I can put that to the other side as well, which I will do. But what I'm asking you about...
Well, for me, there's no other side. It's our country, and then it's people that are tearing down the flag of the country, and people walking our streets, masked and hooded up, with articles that are bladed, with poles, with barbed wire attached to the end of them. I think it's a disgrace.
Yeah. But you've got nothing to say about the...
You won't put that in your
group for swearing.
What, swearing? Swearing. I mean, I'd say it was an act of. I'd say swearing is an act of defence with somebody like that who's masked up in your face. Would you like somebody coming into your face with a mask on? Because I wouldn't.
Yeah.
And we don't interject with anybody. We carry on about our business, going from lamppost to lamppost to lamppost. They come to us.
Yeah.
But I bet you won't put that as well.
I could put that.
Please.
I don't care. I'm just trying to be fair.
Please do then. Please do.
There's no agenda.
Well, do you care?
I know you think there is.
Do you? I know, but are you from the BBC or Birmingham Live?
BBC.
Yeah, well, you sound a bit better than Birmingham Live. But if I know you don't care, but if I mean, do you not care about our country, and do you think this is not bad?
Of course I care generally about our country. What I'm saying is, in this situation, I'm not taking sides, is what I mean. I don't care who's in the right and who's in the wrong. I just want to make sure I've put everything to you that we're seeing, so you can say, no, actually, you've got that wrong. That's not what happened. This is what happened. And then I can... But what I'm seeing, and what I haven't had a response from you about really, is people in Raise the Colours tops pushing and swearing and filming people in their faces, and that kind of aggressive behaviour is what I'm asking. What do you think of that? What do you
pushing and swearing, calling people maggots?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds...
And you personally calling someone... whatever I said earlier, I've lost it now. Calling, why are you shaking, and you fat.
Fat.
I can't remember what you said.
Big bollocks. Big bollocks are called.
Yeah, fat bollocks or whatever it was.
Yeah, fat bollocks.
So that's what I'm asking you to is there anything you want to say about that?
About fat bollocks?
Well, just about the fact that your members, filming people in the faces and this kind of thing.
They're doing it for their own self-defence. I mean, if you've got somebody with a mask on coming up with blade articles and weapons, you're going to, aren't you? I'll get my phone out, and I'm sure you would as well.
But these people don't have a mask on. That's what I'm saying. These people I'm talking about don't have a mask on and weapons.
They're stood there in a threat. They're in a. We need to watch it though. I mean, then we're not stood. I haven't got what you've got, so they're stood there in a threatening manner. And what they were doing is.
It's a young girl.
Does it make a difference, really? Does it? I mean, I'm not a sexist. I'm not a racist. I'm not a fascist. There's no discrimination from our side, whether it's a young girl, an old man, a young man.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm going to try and put something here that kind of balances with just to be saying, but I think I can. You were saying that you were the ones who were being intimidated.
100%. We're just going about our business like we do on a weekly basis. 3 times a week we're out, and you know, you get some ultra far left anti-fascists that do things like this, and I think it's a disgrace.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Thank you for your time, Ryan. If we want to do a Zoom, would you do that? So would you speak to us over Zoom? Or?
Yeah, I'll speak to you, mate. No problem. Done nothing wrong.
Okay. Could you do that this afternoon?
What time?
Principal. Just check if we can find someone like nowish in principle.
What's it going out on? BBC News?
Midland today.
Yeah, I could do a Zoom.
What's the best email to send an invitation on? I'll see if it's feasible. I'll call you back.